Everybody, this is Zendrin, and today I'm going to make a video of something that doesn't really come to mind as something you really need to make a tutorial about, but it is something that could help new players when they're thinking of their builds, and even players who've been playing for a long time. Now, this isn't going to be something standard like stats or weaponry and gear. I will be making a weaponry and gear tutorial later, but what this tutorial is actually about is mana conservation. This is a huge problem that I see usually in the mid-high levels around 25. I'll see people running around with 80, 90, like 70 mana. It's just too much, or energy, sorry. Energy conservation is a huge deal in this game, because energy points, one, you don't need as many as you may think, because all those points you're dumping in energy, you're saying, well, I need energy because my other stats are weak. You know, I don't have a strong attack, I don't have a strong gun, I don't have a strong bazooka. That's because you're putting all your points into energy. So what you want to do, especially as a mage currently, because of reroute, just keep your mana at 48. What you can do is you can put lots of points into reroute, and you won't necessarily run out of MP. You don't have infinite MP, don't get me wrong, but you're going to have enough to cast all of what you need, usually a defense matrix, a heal, and maybe a malfunction, maybe 2 malfunctions. It really all depends, you know, a few heals, whatever. And currently, I would say reroute is overpowered, and it does either need to be nerfed or replaced. I would say nerfed, just because if they do replace reroute, caster builds will never happen, no matter what. Even if there's another skill that somehow allows caster builds to happen, people won't use it just because we're so used to reroute, we like reroute, we want to keep it. I'd rather see it nerfed than to see it get replaced, to be honest, because if it was nerfed, not a big deal, I can build around that. Maybe other people can't, meaning less competition, but that's just me. Anyway, well, you know what I mean. But anyways, you want to make sure that you don't have too much energy. You want to get a nice set of skills. So let's say you're a bounty hunter or you're a mercenary and you don't have reroute, but you want to have a nice set of skills. What you want to do is you want to place your skills in a way that doesn't use too much mana, but it also gives you variety. So let's say you have a whole bunch of skills, and you want to use, maybe 4, you want to have 4 available. You don't want to use them all in the same round, but you want to have those 4 skills available. Put them at a level where they all cost a similar amount, and then put your mana exactly at what you need so you can cast any combination of 2 or maybe 3 of those abilities. So let's say you have a bunch of things that all cost 20 mana. Well, if you put your mana to 40, you can cast any combination of 2 of them. If you put your mana to 60, you can cast any combination of 3 of them. Or let's say you put your mana at 47 or something, then you can cast something that costs 20 and that costs 27. Or you can cast something that costs 10 a few times, as well as something that costs 17. But you want to make sure that you have different options for different battles, as well as not wasting your points and energy. You want to have just enough to cast your stuff, and if you need more, then you bring energy boosters. If somebody uses EMP or Item Smasher, you don't want to bring extra energy to compensate. You want to use an energy booster. That way, it's like nothing happened. All that happened is they used some energy, and then you just regained it back. So it's not really a huge deal, and then your match continues as normal. As a mage, you want to have fairly high reroute. You want to keep your energy at a minimum. If you have points that would be useless elsewhere, put them into health. Because more health means more reroute, means more energy. You don't have to have high health, but if you have points and you can only choose between energy or health, go for the health. Certain builds would be better with that 2 more energy. However, that's up to you. So you want to make sure that you conserve your mana, and don't just waste it all really fast unless you know you don't need it. Like, let's say you're going to use smoke and poison right at the very beginning. Don't do that unless you know you can win with doing that and without that mana available. Because a lot of the time in the higher levels, you want to have enough mana to do whatever, as well as heal. But you want to make sure you don't dump points into your energy. Always have your energy at a reasonable amount. Never put it to 90 or 100 or anything crazy like that, just because it's going to be a big waste and you're going to get killed by the people who are doing the proper energy conservation. So hopefully that helps, and have a good day.